December 4th, 2017 12:20 ms. December 4th, 2017 12:20 ms. American football, English, NFL, Atlanta Falcons, Buffalo Bills, Carolina Panthers, Green Bay Packers, Minnesota Vikings, New England Patriots, New Orleans Saints, Philadelphia Eagles, Seattle Seahawks, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Chiefs had lost 4 straight and now find themselves in a three-way tie atop the AFC West. After a 50 start, the Chiefs were supposed to run away with the AFC West. Sunday's 3,831 loss to the Jets was Kansas City's 4th straight, and the Chiefs' 66 now find themselves in the three-way tie atop the division. The Chargers rolled to a 19-10 win over the Browns, while the Raiders got past the Giants in a 2,417 victory as both teams pulled even with the Chiefs. Despite an 0-4 start, the Chargers have become the favorites to win the West. The Bolts are the division's hottest team and face both the Chiefs and Raiders over the final month. The Chargers host to the Redskins next week and travel to face the Jets on Christmas Eve. The Raiders and Chiefs get together next week at Arrowhead Stadium, but the Raiders then face the Cowboys 66 and Eagles 102 before closing the season with a road game against the Chargers. The Chiefs probably have the most favorable schedule with home games against the Raiders and Chargers over the next 2 weeks before taking on the Dolphins 57 and Broncos 39 to close the year. While the Chiefs are slowly falling out of the AFC playoff race, the Packers are suddenly back in the NFC hunt after Sunday's overtime win over the Buccaneers. The Packers 66 play the winless Browns next week and could get starting quarterback Aaron Rodgers back from a broken collarbone for the final 3 games. His potential return is the deck 17 game with Carolina as the Packers expect to make one last postseason push. The Packers own tiebreakers over the Seahawks 84, who beat the Eagles on Sunday, and Cowboys. The regular season finale against the Lions 66, who won at Lambeau Field earlier this season against a Rodgers-less Packers team, could be for a playoff spot. Injury report: the Ravens lost cornerback Jimmy Smith for the season with a torn Achilles suffered during the second quarter of Sunday's 4,420 win over the Lions. Lions quarterback Matthew Stafford was also injured in that game, though X-rays on his throwing hand were negative, and he is not expected to miss any time with the bruised hand. Stafford threw an interception and fumbled in the loss. The Texans and Bills had several players injured. The Bills lost defensive end Shaq Lawson with an ankle injury and quarterback Tyrod Taylor with an injured knee. Cornerback Tre'Davious White was also placed in the concussion protocol after being hit late by Patriots tight end Rob Gronkowski. The Texans saw linebacker Jelani Jenkins, wide receiver Braxton Miller and tight end C.J. Fyodorovich go out with concussions. Also, wide receiver Bruce Ellington suffered a hamstring injury in a 2,413 loss to the Titans. Packers cornerback Demarius Randall left Sunday's overtime win over the Buccaneers in the second half to be evaluated for a concussion. Eagles tight end Zach Ertz left Sunday's loss in Seattle with a head injury and was being evaluated for a concussion. By the numbers, Jaguars defensive end Calais Campbell is having a great first season in Jacksonville. The 10-year veteran set a single-season franchise record after getting a sack Sunday against the Colts to give him 12 for the season. He can add to that record with 4 games remaining on the year. History: At Campbell 93 now has 12.5 sacks and breaks the franchise single-season sack record. infjax.twitter.com0q80off7 Saxonville at Jaguars December 3, 2017 Patriots quarterback Tom Brady threw for 258 yards against the Bills to join Peyton Manning, Brett Favre and Drew Brees as the only quarterbacks in NFL history with at least 65,000 career passing yards. Favre, Brees, Manning. And now Brady's only QBS in at NFLHISTORY with 65,000 career passing yards. pic.twitter.com Gamxigen0r, NFL at NFL December 3, 2017 The Colts were blown out by the Jaguars, but Frank Gore rushed for 61 yards to move past Hall of Famers Jerome Bettis and LaDainian Tomlinson for 5th place on the NFL's all-time rushing list. Cardinals receiver Larry Fitzgerald caught 10 passes for 98 yards in a 3,216 loss to the Rams and passed former Rams receiver Isaac Bruce for a 4th place all-time in receiving yards. He also joined Jerry Rice and Tony Gonzalez as the only players in NFL history with at least 1,200 career receptions. Larry Fitzgerald joins Urias and Tony Gonzalez 88 as the only players in NFL history to record 1,200 career receptions. Red Seared pic.twitter.com 1-0n. NFL NFL December 3, 2017 highlights a 29-yard pass from Jaguars punter Brad Nortman to a wide open James O'Shaughnessy resulted in a 29-yard gain, and the fake punt set up Jacksonville's first touchdown in Sunday's 2010 win over the Colts. Trickery that Jaguars attempt the fake punt. And it works. Jaguars pic.twitter.com hpcx0elm. NFL December 3, 2017 Bears rookie Tarik Cohen retreated before reversing direction and then weaving his way through the 49ers coverage team for a 61-yard punt return for a touchdown. This is why you do not kick to Tarik Cohen. Absolutely ridiculous. The Bears pic.twitter.com UAG02F. NFL December 3, 2017 The Packers avoided a 4th straight home loss thanks to Aaron Jones' game-winning 20-yard touchdown run in overtime to beat the Buccaneers. For the win at Shoutime_33 delivers the overtime victory. TBVSGBGAPACGO pic.twitter.com/QNQUARBSFP. Green Bay Packers at Packers December 3, 2017 Derrick Henry's 75-yard touchdown run put the exclamation point on Tennessee's 2,413 win over the Texans. He gone. 75-yard at King_Henry_2TD Titnup pic.twitter.com 3mmlpzwgs. NFL December 3, 2017 Mark Ingram's 72-yard run helped set up his own 3-yard touchdown in the second quarter of the Saints' 3,121 win over the Panthers. 72 yards at Mark Ingram 2-2 breaks free for a huge gain. Go Saints pic.twitter.com NFL December 3, 2017 While this play should have been challenged by Eagles coach Doug Peterson, it was key to the Seahawks preserving their eventual 2,410 win over Philadelphia. Whoa. Face screaming in fear. Seahawks pic.twitter.com affectg. NFL December 4, 2017 Quotables Bills safety Micah Hyde on Gronkowski's late hit on White just a dirty play. That's something that the NFL talks about not wanting. The refs, if they didn't see it live, then they had a good chance to see it on the replay. It was just a dirty play. 49ers quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo on going back home to beat the Bears. I had a ton of people here today and it was special having them in the stands. Lot of red tents out there, so it was cool. Week 13 NFL scores Thursday's game Cowboys 38, Redskins 14 Sunday's games Titans 24, Texans 13 Packers 26, Buccaneers 20, Jaguars 30, Colts 10 Jets 38, Chiefs 31 Dolphins 35, Broncos 949ers 15, Bears 14 Patriots 23, Bills 3 Ravens 44, Lions 20 Vikings 14, Falcons 9 Raiders 24, Giants 17 Rams 32, Cardinals 16 Saints 31, Panthers 21 Chargers 19, Browns 10 Eagles 24, Seahawks 10 Monday's game Steelers at Bengals 830p.m. ET.